Hey there, once again, it's me, Jian, and welcome to another episode of Pageant Talks. And we are now in season 2. First of all, thank you so much, Bini Pilipinas, for letting Hannah Arnold, our Bini Pilipinas International, grace our very, very tiny blog. And ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Praise God. Hannah Arnold. Hey, Hannah.
Hi, Hi, Sir Jian. Oh my gosh, you're so silly. I'm just Hannah. Like, oh my gosh, that intro was. I'm so kilig. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, Hannah, just call me. Don't call me Sir Jian. Just call me Kuya Jian, okay? That's
Okay,
so
Kuya Jian.
You're so humble. Like did it sink in already that you're Binibining Pilipinas International?
It really sunk in the day we had the official photo shoot, and
Yeah.
then some days when I don't have any interviews and that, I'm just like, I forget that I. But then today again, oh yeah, that's me.
So it seems to me like you're just a little girl with a crown in your head and
Yeah.
having that evening gown. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And has it been really a dream for you to become a beauty queen?
Yes, so really, I had my first crown when I was 6 years old.
Oh,
I
wow.
was baby queen of Masbate, of San Fernando Masbate.
Mm.
And then after that, I just loved how, the Philippines, especially, how we celebrated it. It was like a fiesta with family and the
Yes.
music. So that really stuck with me because I did grow up in Australia. So I joined Miss Philippines Australia, and again from there I realized there's so much power in pageantry and with the
Yeah.
platform. And of course it's called a beauty pageant for a reason, that we're capturing not only people's eyes, but we're making sure they're listening to us.
Right.
So I'm so grateful that finally I have the title that I really dreamed of.
Yeah, yeah. And so coincidentally, you started your pageant journey when you were 6. My fashion design journey started when I was 6. Because like my mom exposed me to the Miss Universe pageant, and I feel like that was a God ordained moment for me to, open my eyes in pageantry. But yeah, that's just my story, Hannah. So
Oh my
anyway, that was
gosh,
just
that's
like
so cute.
that was just a very, very quick conversation. So here are the real questions. So Hannah, are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So Hannah, how different is your life now after being crowned as Binibining Pilipinas International? I'm sure you're still your mother and father's daughter, but how is it different now?
Actually, it was so funny when I arrived back here in my tita's house. There's a big banner that says,
Oh,
"Congratulations, Hannah." And before, when you enter this village, you have to give the surname. So the surname of my tita, it's a foreign surname, so people
yeah.
always get confused. But now, when my visitors have been coming, they just point at the poster and they say, "Oh, we're visiting Hannah," and then the guard is like, "Go, go." So
That
that
is
it
really
has,
dangerous.
yeah, actually. But it's been so funny. And then all my neighbors have been having like pictures with me. We've been safe. No one has been unwell. So it's just
Yeah, yeah.
been so nice. And then the other day, I finally did groceries. Like ever since I won, we've just been like ordering and receiving gifts that we haven't had time for groceries. And I was there. And then my passerella trainer, Ian, messaged me that someone else messaged him that they saw me there doing my groceries and they saw what I was buying. So again, it's so funny. Like, I'm shocked that they really noticed me, and I was like really covered up with the mask and
Yeah.
shield, but it's nice.
Yeah, well, everyone could recognize your eyes, because there were like millions of people who watched you at the Bini pageant. But I'm curious, Hannah, how are you handling the celebrity status that you have now? Or do you ever feel that you're a celebrity or something?
Actually, not really. I guess I've been very blessed. I was always one of the candidates that had quite a big following ever since 2019 when I joined. So I always was receiving beautiful messages, comments, friend requests, and I was very much open for all of that and replying to fans. So now it just feels like there's a bit more added to our family, but I haven't felt any like pressure or anything. Everyone's been so positive, and it's so nice. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, and I just want to honor your heart, Hannah. And my heart's melting right now because you're so humble, and I feel like that's the reason why God really made you win. I know that the Lord already had this planned. Maybe you listened to God and what He wanted you to do, and you followed Him. So I'm just really happy that we have a beauty queen with that kind of heart, because like you're one of a kind, Hannah. I just really want to let you know that, right? So yeah,
Thank you. Oh my God.
you're welcome. Yeah, I don't want to make you cry, but in my vlog, it's really just but natural for me to like honor my guests, because like it's not every day that I get to meet beauty queens that are not just humble but very meek and timid, and not in a bad way, but timid in the sense that yes, you're fighting for something, but you're not the gill, or you don't shove it in everyone's throat, and you're just a queen. Anyway, all right. I have a
Now I need to think of some compliments for you.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to, Hannah, but don't hesitate to reach out to me on my Instagram. We can talk.
Yes.
Okay? So
Because I just found out that you're a designer also, so maybe I can have something for Miss International.
Yes, please let me know in advance so that I could prepare properly. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So Hannah, I have a very, very funny. No, not yet. That was my third question supposed to be.
Okay.
But yeah, what was the first thing that you did after being crowned?
Oh my gosh. So of course, it was a very different type of coronation compared to previous years. So actually, a lot of the people in the Colosseum had to go home because there was curfew already.
Yeah.
So the Colosseum itself was emptied out quite quickly. And then us 6 queens, we had a photo shoot and an interview.
Mhm.
And then I really ran to get my cell phone and I video called my parents because they're in Australia. And the time difference, it's just 2 hours different. But my dad was already asleep. So it was just my mom who answered, but she was with all her best friends and they were just so excited and happy, and that was just the best that I got to video call them right there in that moment. And then when I went outside of the Colosseum, some of my Hanabis, so Hanabis is the name of my fans, and then I'm their Queen Bee. Yes, hi Hanabis. They were waiting for me even though it was like almost 4 a.m. I feel, or 3 a.m. They really waited for me, and then we went and ate burgers and fries because we were so hungry. So that's what I did straight away. And then by the time I went back to my room, the sun was already rising. It was already the next day.
And then you had to like rush on your first interview, right?
Actually, we had the rest day, and then the next day was media week begun.
Yeah. So yeah, in line with a certain interview, you mentioned in Tito Boy's interview that you were ready to join the third time should you not win this year, right? And my question is, did you really think that your performance was that bad for you to have that in your head?
Yes, actually, because it's been so many years of training and everything, but when I love the production, I want to say thank you to them, but when you're training, you imagine a really long runway, you imagine different type of setup. And then I don't know if anyone noticed, but that night we actually had a time limit for how long you could pose, and the stage director is telling you to go. And everyone always tells me, just pause, don't listen to them, just stay there longer. But I'm too shy to get on their bad side, so if they say go, I keep on moving. And then after swimsuit, I was thinking, did I even pose? I feel like it was so quick. So backstage after swimsuit, I was already thinking, Oh no, I don't know how I looked. And
Yeah.
then evening gown also. We hadn't rehearsed in the evening gown on that stage. So
Why?
I was really backstage playing with my skirt, like the removable skirt.
Yeah.
I was so like nervous that I was like, oh my gosh, is it gonna come off? And then again, my performance there, I was playing with my skirt so much that the Velcro shifted and I couldn't find it. So
Okay.
I had to look down in my performance.
Yeah.
And so during that, again, I was thinking, oh no, what have I done? You know, maybe that will be the thing that the judges don't like.
Yeah.
So before Q&A, I really was so nervous that, okay, this is the final step. Let's see. And then when they were crowning the girls, I was just thinking of all the names that hadn't been called. There's
Cold.
so
Yeah.
many like
Yeah.
incredible girls. Like, you know, I know we get judged on that performance, but if you see them every day and the
Yeah.
previous like preliminary swimsuit, the Q&A primer, they're amazing. So
Yeah.
honestly, really, I was just thinking, I hope my parents are gonna be okay. I'm gonna join again next year, you know. But yeah, at least I was already deciding I'm gonna come back. Like every time
Yeah. Yeah.
someone would ask me, I always say yes, I'm coming back. So
Yeah.
I'm so grateful.
That is the reason. No, at least you have already like released that off your chest, and I could really just feel what was going through your head, and just like, you know, I feel like God really ordained this moment for you, Hannah. You were born for a certain time like this. It's just that COVID, you know, happened, and we're just really happy that we got, us pageant fans, we got more than what we deserve. With you being crowned as Binibini Pilipinas International. And in connection to that, it was so funny because right after Sam was crowned Binibini Pilipinas Grand International, your name flashed on the screen. Did anyone approach you regarding that? And did you ever notice that, like when you watch the
No.
replays? Have you watched the
Actually,
replays? Yeah.
oh, I saw, like, I actually haven't watched the whole coronation in full
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Because I just love the opening number. I keep on repeating the opening number and forget to watch the whole thing.
Really?
But fans were really making the edits straight away, and then I was thinking, Grand International because for her it flashed my name, and then for me it flashed Grand International.
Yes.
So I think a lot of people got confused, and then even my relatives were saying, "Oh, congrats, you're Grand International," and then I was like, "No, I'm international." So I was quite confused with that, but now I get it, that there was that mistake, which is fine. You know, it was the first live pageant, so I have to celebrate that team. They did well.
Yeah, and then they're a new production team being asked for Binibini Pilipinas to handle. Yeah, so, but yeah, it was like so weird, but at the same time, we were very happy that we knew 5 seconds in advance. Before
but me, I didn't.
Yeah, you should watch that part, the coronation, and you're gonna know what I mean. So,
oh my god.
Okay, Hannah, we're halfway. So, what makes you laugh?
You.
Me. That is so cute. Yeah, thank you, Hannah.
Yes, you're so funny.
Yeah, but generally speaking, like, I know you're a happy person, but what makes you laugh? What cracks you up? What is that one thing that makes you laugh all the time?
I think my dad has been such a funny person. He's always cracking jokes. Like, he sounds super Australian. Like, he's that guy that's like, "Oh, hey, mate," you know, like, "G'day, mate." And he was just like, my whole life, he's always making jokes with my teachers, you know, with my friends. And so sometimes if I'm feeling down, I'll just remember a time that he made a joke, and then I start laughing at myself. Or I try to repeat that joke with someone else, but it's not as funny as when he did it. But I think he's really the one that just made me laugh at everything.
Yeah, especially that your countenance is that you're not a guy, first of all.
Yeah.
And you have a very, very sweet demeanor. So for me, Hannah, when you speak, it already makes me smile and make me laugh a good way. So keep it that way, okay? So,
Okay.
all right, next question. What was your most memorable childhood experience and why? Or any
Ooh.
memorable childhood circumstances or whatever that makes it memorable. I'm stammering. Yeah, whatever. Go.
Yes. Honestly, I'm not just saying it now that I am a beauty queen, but really it was that moment in when I was crowned as baby queen in Masbate in 2002, because I've been coming to the Philippines ever since I was 6 months old.
Yeah.
But I did study and grow up in Australia. So obviously I can't remember those moments when I was a baby, 1 year old, 2 year old. I've seen the pictures, but I can't remember it. But that moment as baby queen, it's so memorable because the community was like, oh, my light just turned off.
Okay. It happened.
Someone's connecting to me, Lola. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
The community was there, like yelling and cheering, and I even had like a float, and it was, oh my gosh, it was just so incredible. I tried to explain it to my friends back in Australia, but they didn't really quite understand, because we don't really have fiesta and parades, the dancing. We don't really have a cultural dance, but that truly stuck with me. And I would really always tell my mom, I want to learn some cultural dance. And that's why I did while I was in Canberra. So that's honestly really the moment that was most memorable. Oh, the light.
I think the light is happy.
Yeah.
And I think he agrees. The light agrees. But anyway, I rebuke whatever that is. So anyway, Hannah, did you take any ballet classes or dance lessons? Oh, you did?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
I did. Okay. So again, I started when I was 5 years old. I did ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop, song and dance. I did it for 10 years.
Wow. And do you ever plan of making a content about you dancing? I mean, that would be really interesting. Or are you still dancing right now or not anymore?
I do TikTok dances. But
I should follow you on TikTok. I have a TikTok. I should follow you.
I just save everything to my drops. I don't.
Oh, right. You should post it if it's a wholesome thing. And it would be really nice to see your very, very fun side, because like you're a fun person, and I feel like you don't get to show that when everything is so formal, like on TV.
Yes. Actually, some people were saying I should make a YouTube and show more of my daily life, vlog myself. Maybe I could talk a little bit about that dance time of my life, but honestly, there's so many other girls that are such ballerinas now. I think they would be the best role models for that.
But always remember, Hannah, that comparison kills. So you're Miss International. So sorry, excuse me. You're Miss International Philippines, and whatever you do, just there's always a classy way in doing things, right? Okay, you're lighting, and it's a sign that you should do TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
I'm really freaked out. I don't know how it's.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Don't mind it. Yeah. Anyway, all right, we're down to the last two questions. So, other than winning the 7th Miss International crown for the Philippines, if God were to grant you one wish today, what would that be and why?
Wow.
Yeah.
I would love the light. I would honestly love to open up my own science laboratory. I don't know exactly what I would focus on, what research I would want, but I honestly love being in the lab. I love the feeling of coming in and putting on my lab coat, the goggles, and then putting some chemicals together and seeing that reaction. I enjoyed that so much. So I would love to have a place for maybe students to go and just think of whatever they wanted to. Because in my final year of university, I was kind of like an intern for all of these PhD students. So I became their assistant, and watching their projects and oh my gosh, their minds, they're just so incredible. I learned so much from them. So I think that would be nice to open up some more spaces like that.
Oh wow, yeah, space for learning. And wait, I'm just curious, okay? Because like Hannah, I didn't do any research. I don't do research for all of my guests. I don't. So, did you take any pre-med courses, or what was your course in college? Yeah.
So my course, so in Australia we call it university.
Okay.
So my course was forensic science.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, now it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I could remember that now. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
You're
So it's
amazing.
So there's like so many aspects to it, but for me, I really wanted to be like the one that collects the evidence at a crime scene. But there's so many areas, even like forensic psychology, forensic toxicology. All my friends actually that I graduated with, some of them have really pursued it, and I've loved seeing the projects and like things that they're coming up with to help solve things. So I hope one day, maybe I won't be the one there, but maybe I can encourage people to take up science.
Yeah. Now it makes sense why you thought, that your performance was not like this, because like you're very cerebral. You always think a lot.
Yes.
Oh, wow, Hannah, so impressive. Pardon me if I'm so ignorant.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, because because maybe I just read that from wherever, but it just doesn't really sunk into me yet that you're a forensic scientist. So
I know.
Anyway, last question. I hate to end this, but lastly, what wonderful characteristic that you have that you believe will make you win the 7th Miss International crown?
Ooh, I think it's really my my ability to listen. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you heard this in other interviews also, but some people have been asking me, what's something unique about you? And I can't really pinpoint anything from within, but I was thinking of something physical, which is that I have 2 different shaped ears. So one is shaped like my mom's and one is shaped like my dad's.
Oh, that is really cute.
Yes. So maybe after all the protocols and everything, I'll let you have a look. But really, like, one is like really rounded like my mom's, and then the other one is bent like my dad. So actually when I was younger, people would always be creeped out because I would be in another room and I could hear their conversations from so far away, and they would be like, your ears are so good at listening. So then I really made that my skill, my strength, that I will listen, not as someone that's eavesdropping, but listen to the conversation so I can really understand and then speak. So I think maybe that's also what made me want to go into the science part of it. Really listen, put things together before I make my analysis. So hopefully they like my ability there to just listen and then speak when it's needed.
Yeah, I think that's very important nowadays because like people always have something to say.
Yes. But
they don't really know how to listen. So yeah, Hannah, before we end, I just would like to, the Lord impressed to my heart, and I want to tell you this, that, wherever you are now, He ordained it, and whatever you want in life, the next, I'm sure that is the Miss International crown. There's nothing wrong with that. You can pursue that. You can really ask Him. The Lord already had that in the bag. His answer is yes. All you need to do is to remain faithful, not just to Him, but faithful in the work that He gave you, and remain committed. And you don't have to strive because, first of all, in our eyes, you're already a winner. You have an audience of one, which is God. And whatever you do, God says yes to all those things, so long as it's good, wonderful, and aligned to His will. So you have God's ordinance and blessing. I release that now to you.
Thank you. I love that. Actually, can I quickly share? Is there still time? Sure. So actually, I was in Australia earlier this year because of the lockdown and everything. My parents wanted me to be back with them. And there was no flights coming back to the Philippines. But Binibini had emailed all of us candidates that it's going to resume again. So this was in February. And I hadn't attended any mass for a while because I was still scared of COVID.
Yeah.
But the Filipino community held a mass, and so my mom and I went. And that day, the priest said, if you have any questions, ask me now, and I will bring that up to the Lord, and He will answer you this week.
Yeah.
So my question really was, what is my journey for this year? What am I going to do? Am I going to stay here and work in science? Or am I going to go back and become a beauty queen? And then 2 days later, I received my plane ticket coming back to the Philippines. Yes.
Wow.
So that was like the biggest sign that I had been waiting for. He just answered. The flights opened up again, and I had my ticket. And yes, it's surreal. And also you know how there's that like myth or saying or a culture that if you go visit a new church for the first time, you go and make a wish. So I've really been doing that in all the churches, and really my wish was for the Binibining Pilipinas International Crown, and the wish has been granted. So yes, I hope everyone listening trust in Lord, ask your questions to Him, and He will truly answer. It might not be right now, but your time will come.
Oh, Hannah, that's so good. Yeah. I just want to let you know, and I just want to honor your heart that grabe lang. Wow, I'm speechless.
Oh.
I'm really speechless because I just want to like to encourage you that God, you're right, God really answers, and the only reason why He doesn't answer your prayers is because your intentions are wrong. So how would you know that your intentions are right? First of all, you have to get to know the goodness of God, the heart of God, how loving He is, and always meditate on His goodness. Everything the Lord grants that, so long as it is good, it is aligned to His will. We as human beings, we are separated from God because of our sin. So we definitely have no idea about His will, right? But the will of the Lord is simply the desire of His heart. What is His desire of His heart for you? So you can always ask the Lord that every night, like, Lord, what is your desire for me? What's in your heart? And then definitely the Lord will answer to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bumps. And I feel like someone's trying to connect to us through the light. I'm so sorry.
The light would say yes, for sure. You're poking fun with the light. So Hannah, again, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than just a designer. You can always ask me for prayers. I'm gonna send you a prayer later.
Thank you.
Very important prayer. I really want you to pray that. Okay, and then let me know, and then don't hesitate to reach out if you need more prayers. Okay, so
thank you.
You're welcome, Hannah. This is why I'm here. So Hannah, first of all, I'm so honored that you're in my vlog. Thank you so much. But before we end, do you have any message to your fans? And for all their support, do you want to thank them or what?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, thank you to you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so sorry if you had ever reached out before when I was a candidate.
Oh, it's okay.
But I'm so glad that finally, in this, the perfect timing, it's come. So thank you for giving up your time also today. I appreciate that. And really thank you to everyone who, even if you're a new fan, thank you for coming on board now for my journey. Or if you're a fan that supported me from 2019, then that is incredible. You guys didn't lose your faith in me, and I appreciate that so much. Especially to all the Mas Beteños there. I know you're all waiting for that homecoming, and I am too. We'll just wait for the protocols to ease, and then let's see. So I can experience another float, just like when I was baby queen. I'm just so grateful for everyone, and I'm sorry if I don't see all your messages and comments, but I am trying to get through as many. You can always just keep on messaging and I will see it eventually. Hopefully. And if you have any video greeting requests, try and contact someone maybe on Facebook that you think knows me, and then I will try to get to you. Sorry.
You're so cute.
I really have a list of names. So I will send those to you guys soon. So thank you everyone, and of course thank you Bini Bini Pilipinas for
Yes.
believing in me, because now I am here. So thank you.
Yeah, one more thing. I think the Lord really wants to honor you. If you were to say something to yourself now with what you have achieved, what would that be?
I would say you can do anything.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anything good, yeah. And so,
Yeah.
Hannah, thank you so much for making my day today. I'm so honored to get to know you, to see your heart. Actually, guys, I prayed before coming in, and the Lord really spoke to my heart that you are such a loving person, and you are a revelation of God's love to me also. And keep that pure heart, Hannah. You're so wonderful. You're so amazing. You're so loving, and perhaps that's the reason why God gave you that, because you could represent us well, and you yourself, you could handle it well. Okay, because like the reward of the Lord is a bigger responsibility. So, and I'm so happy that He entrusted you that, and you responded. So, okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like call you all the time when I need uplifting.
Yeah, sure.
You're so nice.
Go ahead, Hannah. You can always bug me, and I feel like my ministry is the beauty queens and the community that I'm serving, aside from the the poor people that I'm reaching out in my ministry in Tondo. So, yeah. So we will speak more soon. So
yes,
guys, thank you so much. Me and Hannah, we're gonna chat off the record after this one. So. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bini Bini Pilipinas Charities Incorporated, for allowing us to have this interview. Thank you so much. This is a milestone for my vlog. Thank you. And make sure to follow Hannah. If you don't want to follow me, just follow her. Please. She needs all your love and support. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and continue to pray for Hannah Arnold on her journey to capturing the 7th Miss International crown for the Philippines. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. And I'm sorry, I'll go buy a new light.
Yeah, the light is playing with us. So yeah, bye guys. See you next time.
Bye.